If you want to learn something about God, shut your mouth and listen to me for a minute.
Many children healed. We've seen midgets grow. We've seen arms and legs that stop growing because the growth cells have stopped. Manda da basata. I don't make this stuff up.
Behold, the atheist's nightmare.
That's the power of the Holy Ghost!
Why do they teach every other theory in science except creation?
Warlocks are enemies of God.
No one's ever going to convince me that the Word of God is not true.
You know, if you put Jesus Christ first, that he'll look after all your bills.
And so the devil said, okay, it's a deal.
And if you want to tell me how to live my life, it better line up with the Word of God or shut your mouth.
I'm loaded. I'm pregnant with miracles.
What do you believe?
Send us the cash.
Welcome to the Bible Dumb Podcast. This podcast, two atheists read the Bible from Genesis to Revelation. I'm Davey Hell.
I'm Jesse Hill.
We are back to finish the book of 2 Samuel.
The longest book ever.
So far. All right, I'm excited to finish. You remember what happened last time?
No, it's been a really long time.
Same, I also do not remember. I think Absalom is dead. Because King David was sad.
That's the son that
Took
wanted
over.
to protect his sister, right?
Yeah, he killed his brother who was having a relationship with his sister.
Right. Okay.
And then took over Israel. King David ran away and said, go fight him, but don't kill my son. They did kill his son. David got sad. Anyways, David's taken back over. He's back in charge.
David's back.
The boys are back in town. Chapter 21. Then there was a famine in the days of David 3 years, year after year. And David inquired of the Lord, and the Lord answered,
It is for Saul and for his bloody house, because he slew the Gibeonites.
And the king called the Gibeonites and said unto them, Now the Gibeonites were not the children of Israel, but of the remnant of the Amorites, and the children of Israel had sworn unto them. And Saul sought to slay them in his zeal to the children of Israel and Judah. It's another one of the weird parentheticals that just comes in. It's just like, footnote on the Gibeonites, in case you don't remember.
And we definitely don't.
You definitely do not. Wherefore David said unto the Gibeonites, What shall I do for you? And wherewith shall I make the atonement, that ye may bless the inheritance of the Lord? And the Gibeonites said unto him, We will have no silver nor gold of Saul. Oh no, I gotta read this over again. Wherefore David said unto the Gibeonites,
What shall I do for you? And wherewith shall I make the atonement, that ye may bless the inheritance of the Lord?
And the Gibeonites said unto him, We will have no silver nor gold of Saul, nor of his house. Neither for us shalt thou kill any man in Israel. And he said,
What ye shall say, that I will do for you.
And they answered the king, The man that consumed us, and that devised against us, that we should be destroyed from remaining in any of the coasts of Israel, let 7 men of his sons be delivered unto us, and we will hang them up unto the Lord in Gibeah of Saul, whom the Lord did choose. All right. Didn't they just say that they didn't want him to kill any men?
Yeah.
And the king said,
I will give them.
But the king spared Mephibosheth, the son of Jonathan, the son of Saul, because of the Lord's oath that was between them, between David and Jonathan, the son of Saul. Was it Mephibosheth, the lame guy?
Could have been.
I think so. But the king took the 2 sons. Remember he said you could eat at my table?
Oh, yeah. He was real proud of himself.
Yeah. But the king took the 2 sons of Rizpah, the daughter of Aiah, whom she bare unto Saul, Amoroni, and Mephibosheth, and the 5 sons of Michal, the daughter of Saul, whom she brought up for Adriel, the son of Barzillai, the Meholathite. I'm trying, people, I'm trying. And he delivered them into the hands of the Gibeonites, and they hanged them in the hill before the Lord. And they fell all 7 together, and were put to death in the days of harvest, in the first days, in the beginning of barley harvest. And Rizpah, the daughter of Aiah, took sackcloth and spread it for her upon the rock, from the beginning of harvest until the water dropped them out of heaven, and suffered neither the birds of the air to rest on them by day, nor the beasts of the field by night. And it was told David that Rizpah, the daughter of Aiah, the concubine of Saul, had done. And David went and took the bones of Saul and the bones of Jonathan his son from the men of Jabesh-Gilead, which had stolen them from the street of Bethshan, where the Philistines had hanged them, when the Philistines had slain Saul in Gilboa. And he brought up from thence the bones of Saul and the bones of Jonathan his son, and they gathered the bones of them that were hanged. And the bones of Saul and Jonathan and his son buried they in the country of Benjamin, in Zelah, in the sepulchre of Kish his father. And they performed all that the king commanded, and after that God was entreated for the land.
Okay.
All right.
Benjamin's really just like a background character through this whole thing, isn't he?
Well, Benjamin is like it's like a whole section of Jerusalem.
Yeah, it's just...
Oh, yeah, but they are like constantly coming up as like the troublemakers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I guess Saul was a part of?
I don't know.
Well, they buried him in the country of Benjamin in Zelah, in the sepulchre of his father.
I guess so.
Sounds like he was a
yeah.
Benjaminite.
Yeah, that does kind of sound familiar.
Moreover, the Philistines had yet war with Israel. Again, more war with the Philistines. And David went down, and his servants with him, and fought against the Philistines. And David waxed faint. And Ishbi-benob,
Okay.
Ishbi-benob, which was of the sons of the giant, the weight of whose spear weighed 300 shekels of brass in weight,
Nice.
he, being girded with a new sword, thought to have slain David. So we got a new giant in town. Goliath, old news. Now we're all about Ishbi-benob.
All right.
I guess he thought he killed David. I don't know. But Abishai, the son of Zeruiah, succored him and smote the Philistine and killed him. All done with the Ishbi-benob, goddammit.
Don't get too attached.
Then the men of David sware unto him, saying, Thou shalt go no more out with us to battle, that thou quench not the light of Israel. And it came to pass after this, that there was again a battle with the Philistines at Gob. Then Sibbechai the Hushathite slew Saph, which was of the sons of the giant. And there was again a battle in Gob with the Philistines, where Elhanan the son of Jaareoregim, a Bethlehemite, slew the brother of Goliath, the Gittite, the staff of whose spear was like a weaver's beam. All right, so they're just killing giants left and right.
Yeah.
And there was yet a battle in Gath, where was a man of great stature, that had on every hand 6 fingers, and on every foot 6 toes, 24 in number, and he also was born to the giant. Dang, nothing more dangerous than a 6-toed man. Was it the Is that a Princess
Princess Bride.
Yeah.
6 fingers on his right hand.
My name is King David. You killed my father.
Prepare to die.
Prepare to die. And when he defied Israel, Jonathan, the son of Shimeah, the brother of David, slew him. These 4 were born to the giant in Gath, and fell by the hand of David, and by the hand of his servants. David, the giant slayer. All right. I'm ready for... So we're at the last book of Samuel.
Okay.
Like, we just got a couple chapters left to make it through. I'm ready for King...
2.5 pages.
I'm hoping King David dies soon.
Yeah, he's got to die at the end of this. There's no way he's got to.
I'm really sick of doing the voice. Because I always start reading it in my own voice, and then I have to stop and go back and change to King David's voice.
You're almost done.
Okay, couple more. And David spake unto the Lord the words of this song in the day that the Lord had delivered him out of the hand of all his enemies and out of the hand of Saul. All right, a King David song.
All right.
And he said,
The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer. The God of my rock, in him will I trust. He is my shield and the horn of my salvation, my high tower, and my refuge, my Savior. Thou savest me from violence. I will call on the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from mine enemies. When the waves of death compassed me, the floods of ungodly men made me afraid. The sorrows of hell compassed me about. The snares of death prevented me. In my distress I called upon the Lord, and cried to my God. And he did hear my voice out of his temple, and my cry did enter into his ears.
all right.
Then the earth shook and trembled. The foundations of heaven moved and shook, because he was wroth. There went up a smoke out of his nostrils, and fire out of his mouth devoured. Coals were kindled by it. He bowed the heavens also, and came down, and darkness was under his feet. And he rode upon a cherub, and did fly, and he was seen upon the wings of the wind. And he made darkness pavilions round about him, dark waters and thick clouds of the skies. Through the brightness before him were coals of fire kindled. The Lord thundered from heaven, and the Most High uttered his voice. And he sent out arrows and scattered them, lightning and discomfited them. And the channels of the sea appeared. The foundations of the world were discovered. At the rebuking of the Lord, and at the blast of the breath of his nostrils.
I'm going to submit a complaint. You didn't quite sing that.
Yeah, I couldn't be bothered. But I mean, so we just have been reading for, God, I don't even know how many episodes Samuel has been. Yeah, and this didn't happen.
Yeah, I don't remember any of this.
I don't remember the Lord blowing lightning boogers out of his nose at people.
He's got to tell a good story, though, you know?
I guess it's just a song. I guess in a song you can kind of just take some artistic license.
He sent from above. He took me. He drew me out of many waters. He delivered me from my strong enemy, and from them that hated me, for they were too strong for me. They prevented me in the day of my calamity. But the Lord was my stay. He brought me forth, also into a large place. He delivered me because he delighted in me. The Lord rewarded me according to my righteousness. According to the cleanness of my hands hath he recompensed me. For I have kept the ways of the Lord, and have not wickedly departed from my God. For all his judgments were before me, and as for his statutes, I did not depart from them. I was also upright before him, and have kept myself from mine iniquity. Therefore the Lord hath recompensed me according to my righteousness, according to my cleanness in his eyesight.
Recompense? Recompense. Recompense.
That one sounds right.
Recompense.
Recompensed me. And with the merciful thou wilt show thyself merciful, and with the upright man thou wilt show thyself upright. With the pure thou wilt show thyself pure, and with the froward thou wilt show thyself unsavory. And the afflicted people thou wilt save, but thine eyes are upon the haughty, that thou mayest bring them down. All right.
You can tell his death is coming soon because he's just rewriting history.
Oh, yeah. We got some, rules here, but I don't know who's laying these down. Are these just proclamations from David, or are these what the Lord taught him?
It feels like what the Lord taught him.
Okay, so let's slow it down a little bit. Let's talk about some of these rules,
Yeah.
because they sounded pretty good. So with the merciful, thou wilt show thyself merciful. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's
right?
good.
So forgive others, and they will forgive you, hopefully. With the upright man, thou wilt show thyself upright. So kind of the same thing. Do honor and be honest to those who treat you fairly. With the pure, thou wilt show thyself pure. And with the froward, thou wilt show thyself unsavory. What is froward?
I do not know. How do you spell it?
Froward.
Say that one more time.
Froward. Froward. Not forward.
It means willful and disobedient.
Okay, so
my
he's
favorite kind of person.
Well, it's funny because he repeats like the same thing like 3 times, and then he throws in like a monkey wrench. He's like, treat good people good, but he's like, but treat bad people bad.
And how did it say to treat these people?
Unsavory.
Unsavory.
So not what Jesus said, I think. I think he said, be nice to everyone. A little contradiction maybe. Not sure.
Yeah.
And the afflicted people thou wilt save, but thine eyes are upon the haughty, that thou mayest bring them down. Okay. All right, eat the rich. The afflicted people, help them, but those that are haughty, knock them down a rung or two.
I like that.
For thou art my lamp, O Lord, and the Lord will lighten my darkness. For by thee I have run through a troop. By my God, I have leaped over a wall. As for God, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord is tried. He is a buckler to all them that trust in him. For who is God, save the Lord? And who is a rock, save our God? God is my strength and power, and he maketh my way perfect.
This does sound like the kind of dumbass songs we had to sing in church, though. They're all about fucking God being a rock.
You know, I was just thinking, like, I feel like I've heard this before.
Yeah.
He maketh my feet like hinds' feet, and setteth me upon my high places. He teacheth my hands to war, so that a bow of steel is broken by mine arms. Thou hast also given me the shield of thy salvation, and thy gentleness hath made me great. Thou hast enlarged my steps under me, so that my feet did not slip. I have pursued mine enemies and destroyed them, and turned not again until I had consumed them. And I have consumed them, and wounded them, that they could not arise. Yea, they are fallen under my feet. For thou hast girded me with strength to battle. Them that rose up against me hast thou subdued under me. Thou hast also given me the necks of mine enemies, that I might destroy them that hate me. They looked, but there was none to save, even unto the Lord.
I cannot help but notice how similar this is to the recent press conferences that Trump has been giving.
What do you mean? How
Just
so? I haven't been
like-
watching them.
Just the reworking of history, the God did all these great things for me. I am destined to be this great. I was given all this power. Just that whole attitude.
Yuck. I don't like it.
I'm really not liking David right now.
No. They looked, but there was none to save, even unto the Lord, but he answered them not. Then did I beat them as small as the dust of the earth. I did stamp them as the mire of the street, and did spread them abroad. Thou also hast delivered me from the strivings of my people. Thou hast kept me to be head of the heathen. A people which I knew not shall serve me. Strangers shall submit themselves to me. As soon as they hear, they shall be obedient unto me. Strangers shall fade away, and they shall be afraid out of their close places. The Lord liveth, and blessed be my rock, and exalted be the God of the rock of my salvation. It is God that avengeth me, and that bringeth down the people under me, and that bringeth me forth from mine enemies. Thou also hast lifted me up on high above them that rose up against me. Thou hast delivered me from the violent men. Therefore I will give thanks unto thee, O Lord, among the heathen, and I will sing praises unto thy name. He is the tower of the salvation for his king. He showeth mercy to his anointed, unto David, and unto his seed forevermore. Then an arrow pierced David straight through the eye. No, not really. But that's the end of his song, I think.
Okay, I was about to say, is he supposed to be singing all this?
Yeah, this is David's big long-ass song about how great he is.
How much power God gave him.
Yeah. You know, I just looked down to see the first sentence of the next chapter, chapter 23, and I wasn't far off. Now these be the last words of David. David, the son of Jesse, said, and the man who is raised up on high, the anointed of the God of Jacob, and the sweet psalmist of Israel, ever being referred to as the sweet psalmist of Israel.
No, definitely not.
All right, well, here are his last words. The Spirit of the Lord spake by me, and his word was in my tongue. The God of Israel said, the rock of Israel spake to me. He that ruleth over men must be just, ruling in the fear of God. And he shall be as the light of the morning, when the sun riseth, even a morning without clouds, as the tender grass springing out of the earth by clear shining after rain. Although my house be not so with God, yet he hath made with me an everlasting covenant, ordered in all things, and sure. For this is all my salvation, and all my desire, although he make it not to grow. But the sons of Belial shall be all of them as thorns thrust away, because they cannot be taken with hands. But the man that shall touch them must be fenced with iron, and the staff of a spear, and they shall be utterly burned with fire in the same place.
What are they getting? What are they getting burned for touching?
He was talking about, like, all right, so God said that if you're going to rule the people, you have to be just. Also, by the way, stab all the sons of Belial. He said you can't touch them. You have to fence them in with iron and the staff of a spear and burn them with fire.
He's talking about the people.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Belial is a god, maybe, and the sons of Belial are like people that worship a different god. You got to burn them alive.
These be the names of the mighty men whom David had.
Oh, okay. These be the names of the mighty men whom David had. The Tachmonite that sat in the seat, chief among the captains, the same was Adino the Eznite. He lift up his spear against 800, whom he slew at one time. All right, so I think we're getting a list of David's captains and generals or whatever. And after him was Eleazar, the son of Dodo the Ahohite, one of the 3 mighty men with David, when they defied the Philistines that were gathered together to battle. and the men of Israel were gone away. He arose and smote the Philistines until his hand was weary, and his hand clave unto the sword. And the Lord wrought a great victory that day, and the people returned after him only to spoil. And after him was Shammah, the son of Agi, the Hararite, and the Philistines were gathered together into a troop, and there was a piece of ground full of lentils, and the people fled from the Philistines. All right. The Battle of Bean Hill. But he stood in the midst of the ground and defended it, and slew the Philistines. And the Lord wrought a great victory. And 3 of the 30 chief went down, and came to David in the harvest time unto the cave of Adullam. And the troop of the Philistines pitched in the valley of Rephaim. And David was then in a hold, and the garrison of the Philistines was then in Bethlehem. And David longed and said,
Oh, that one would give me drink of the water of the well of Bethlehem, which is by the gate.
And the 3 mighty men brake through the host of the Philistines, and drew water out of the well of Bethlehem that was by the gate, and took it, and brought it to David. Nevertheless he would not drink thereof, but poured it out unto the Lord. He fucking sent these 3 guys, like, through the enemy encampment just to get him some water, and then when he brought it back, he just dumped it out, poured one out for his homie God. Those guys have gotta be like, what the fuck, dude?
And he said, Be it far from me, O Lord, that I should do this. Is not this the blood of the men that went in jeopardy of their lives? Therefore he would not drink it. These things did these 3 mighty men. All right. And Abishai, the brother of Joab, the son of Zeruiah, was chief among 3. And he lifted up his spear against 300, and slew them, and had the name among 3. Was he not most honorable of 3? Therefore he was their captain. Howbeit he attained not unto the first 3.
What is this?
I don't know. I guess he's the leader. Abishai is the leader of these 3 awesome mighty warriors. And Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, the son of a valiant man of Kabzeel, who had done many acts, he slew 2 lion-like men of Moab. He went down also and slew a lion in the midst of a pit in time of snow. And he slew an Egyptian, a goodly man. This guy's, he's like, he killed 2 men that were like lions, and then he killed also a lion. And 2 really nice Egyptians were wandering through.
Why are you killing the nice guy? You're supposed to
I
be
don't
nice to
know.
nice people.
Well, because the Egyptian had a spear in his hand. And he went down to him with a staff and plucked the spear out of the Egyptian's hand and slew him with his own spear.
This is a no carry state.
Yeah. These things did Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, and had the name among 3 mighty men. He was more honorable than the 30, but he attained not to the first 3. And David set him over his guard. Asahel, the brother of Joab, was one of the 30. Elhanan, the son of Dodo of Bethlehem. Shammah, the Harodite. Elika, the Harodite. Helez, the Paltite. Ira, the son of Ikesh, the Tekoite. Abiezer, the Anithothite. Mabunai, the Hushanthite. God damn it. I'm not doing good at these weird names today. Zalmon the Ahohite. Maharai the Netophathite. Heleb the son of Baanah and Netophathite. Ittai the son of Ribai out of Gibeah, the children of Benjamin. Benaiah the Pirthonite. Hidiah of the brooks of Gaash. Oh my God. Abielbon the Arbathite Asmaveth the Barhumite, Eliabah, Shaalbonite, the sons of Joshin, Jonathan. This is riveting stuff.
It's all right. We're all asleep anyway.
That is like our most common feedback we get from our listeners is like, I fell asleep to your episode. It was great. Thank you.
I mean, I have my favorite podcasts that do that too.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really feel bad if you miss anything. Like,
no, you're not missing anything. It's fine. Just keep going.
Yeah. Shama the Ha'arite. Speaking of which, send us an email at BibleDumbPodcast@gmail.com, and then we don't have to read so much of the Bible.
Especially you who was listening in Russia. Now you're listening in Ukraine. We're real interested in who you are.
Yeah, I get like a little report, like when I look at like the statistics of like, you know, who our audience is, and it just shows like where they're listening from, like by country. And we had one listen in Russia, and then a couple of days later we had two listens in Ukraine. So one, that's pretty cool that like there's some people listening to us all over the world. Read this stupid shit. But two, if you're invading Ukraine, Mr. Come on. Come on now.
And yes, you. Yes, there's only one, so it is you.
Yeah, we are talking about you if you are hearing this. Oh, yeah. Well, let's just say hi to, we had someone listening in India. That's pretty cool. What's up, dude?
Yeah,
We had
cool.
someone listening in Japan. What's up? Konnichiwa. That's the only Japanese word I know. I'm sorry. Yeah. We have some listeners all over the place. Of course, we got Chip listens every now and again in the Netherlands. We got Ben in Germany. Carrie in Australia.
These names are so much more interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this is way better than Shama the Haradite, Ahiam the son of Sharar the Hararite. Anyway, call outs to the Bible dummies out there. If you're a Bible dummy and want us to read your email, send an email to BibleDumbPodcast@gmail.com. Eliphalet, the son of Ahasbai. We should really say that at the beginning of the episode.
Probably.
Not in the middle of the list of names that nobody wants to hear. Nobody said we were good at podcasting. Eliphalet, the son of Ahasbai, the son of the Ma'achathite. Eliam, the son of Ahithophel, the Gilonite. Hezrai, the Carmelite. Pa'arai, the Arbite. Egal, the son of Nathan of Zobah. Bani, the Gadite. Zelek, the
Say
Ammonite.
Bonnie?
Yep, Bani. Bani. Bani.
Mm. Mm.
And
It's so funny whenever it's like just random names and then it's like Nathan,
yeah,
Jonathan.
Bonnie. But Zelek is cool.
Oh, yeah.
He's an Ammonite. Naharai, the Beerothite. I wish I was a Beerothite.
Mm-hmm.
Or a gin and tonic-othite. But he was the armor bearer to Joab, the son of Zuriah. Ira, the Ithrite. Gareb, an Ithrite. Uriah, the Hittite. 37 in all. Okay, we did it. We got all 37.
Oof. And who are all these people?
These are just like the warriors that and the generals of David.
All right. Are they like his
They're like his most badass men.
yeah, and are they going to take over when he's done? Or are they going to be the kings?
They're his howling commandos.
His cabinet position people.
No, there's no way that they're going to become kings. The king is going to got to be one of his sons, right?
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Well, yeah, David wasn't Saul's son.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. And again, the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel. Why? And he moved David against them to say,
Go, number Israel and Judah.
For the king said to Joab, the captain of the host, which was with him,
Go now through all the tribes of Israel, from Dan even to Beersheba, and number ye the people, that I may know the number of the people.
And Joab said unto the king, Now the Lord thy God add unto thy people, how many soever they be, 100-fold, and that the eyes of my lord the king may see it. But why doth my lord the king delight in this thing? Notwithstanding, the king's word prevailed against Joab, and against the captains of the host. And Joab and the captains of the host went out from the presence of the king to number the people of Israel. So Joab's like, okay, like I'll go, but like, why are you so happy that we're going back to war? It's like, oh boy. And they passed over Jordan and pitched in Aroer on the right side of the city that lieth in the midst of the river of Gad, and toward Jazer. And they came to Gilead, and to the land of Tatim Hodshi, and they came to Danjaan, and about to Zidon, and came to the stronghold of Tyre, and to all the cities of the Hivites, and of the Canaanites, and they went out to the south of Judah, even to Beersheba. So when they had gone through all the land, they came to Jerusalem at the end of 9 months and 20 days. And Joab gave up the sum of the number of the people unto the king. And there were in Israel 800,000 valiant men that drew the sword. And the men of Judah were 500,000 men. And David's heart smote him after that he had numbered the people. And David said unto the Lord,
I have sinned greatly in that I have done. And now I beseech thee, O Lord, take away the iniquity of thy servant, for I have done very foolishly.
For when David was up in the morning, the word of the Lord came unto the prophet Gad, David's seer, saying,
Go and say unto David, Thus saith the Lord, I offer thee 3 things. Choose thee one of them, that I may do it unto thee.
Okay, now this is getting good. This is my kind of story. I love a good monkey-paw story. He's like, here are 3 things. Choose one, but choose wisely.
And we're just supposed to believe this guy that God came down and told him this.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
You know whatever he picks is going to be cursed and go wrong.
Oh, yeah.
So Gad came to David and told him and said unto him,
Shall 7 years of famine come unto thee in thy land?
Well, I'm not going to choose that one.
What are my other options?
Or wilt thou flee 3 months before thine enemies, while they pursue thee? Or that there be 3 days pestilence in thy land?
Flee.
Yeah, just retreat. Live to fight another day. Come on. What do you think David's going to pick?
Oh, what was the first one?
Famine?
Famine. He's going to pick...
There's either
He'll pick
famine.
famine, because he's not starving, so he doesn't care.
He's just going to starve all his people?
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Okay.
Now advise and see what answer I shall return to him that sent me.
He's going to go tell God what David chooses. And David said unto Gad,
I am in a great strait. Let us fall now into the hand of the Lord, for his mercies are great, and let me not fall into the hand of man.
So the Lord sent a pestilence. He chose pestilence. Come on. So the Lord sent a pestilence upon Israel from the morning even to the time appointed, and there died of the people from Dan to Beersheba 70,000 men.
See, he numbered the people, and he was way over, right?
Yeah, too many people, I guess.
So he's like, I got people to lose.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah. I'm not going to retreat. Fuck that.
What an ass. I tell you. See? He's becoming more like Trump. More like Trump with each line.
Yeah, I mean, that's any power corrupts. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And when the angel stretched out his hand upon Jerusalem to destroy it, the Lord repented him of the evil, and said to the angel that destroyed the people,
It is enough. Stay now thine hand.
And the angel of the Lord was by the threshing place of Aruanah, the Jebusite. And David spake unto the Lord when he saw the angel that smote the people, and said, Lo, I have sinned, and I have done wickedly. But these sheep, what have they done? Let thine hand, I pray thee, be against me and against my father's house.
Okay, wait. Is he referring to the people as sheep?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
And then
It's hard to tell because God does just like randomly kill their cattle and the animals for no reason.
That's true.
But yeah, it sounds like he's referring to them as sheep.
But also, we're getting like, this is only like the second time we've had angels suddenly come down and do something, right? Like, it's
no,
been a
there's been
handful
a
of
lot of times, but it's been a long time since.
Yeah.
Like, there was angels mentioned like all the time in Genesis and Exodus. Like, the angels came down and saved, made everybody blind in Sodom and Gomorrah, saved Lot.
That's right.
They came down and talked to Abraham's wife, and there's lots of angels early on.
I feel like this is like our first angel encounter in
Samuel? Yeah,
maybe.
I think so too. I mean, they talk to God all the time.
Yeah. Okay, so the angels came down, and they were the ones who...
I guess they're spreading the pestilence around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Killing people.
All right. That seems like a crazy job for an angel.
Yeah. I want the one that just like comes down and is just like, hey, old lady, you're going to get pregnant. And everybody's happy. And Gad came that day to David and said unto him, Go up, rear an altar unto the Lord in the threshing floor of Araunah the Jebusite. And David, according to the saying of Gad, went up as the Lord commanded. And Araunah looked and saw the king of his servants coming on toward him. And Araunah went out and bowed himself before the king on his face upon the ground. And Araunah said, Wherefore is my lord the king come to his servant? And David said, To buy the threshing floor of thee, to build an altar unto the Lord, that the plague may be stayed from the people. And Araunah said unto David, Let my lord the king take and offer up what seemeth good unto him. Behold, here be oxen for burnt sacrifice, and the threshing instruments of other instruments of the oxen for wood. All these things did Araunah as a king give unto the king. And Araunah said unto the king, The Lord thy God accept thee. And the king said unto Araunah, Nay, but I will surely buy it of thee at a price. Neither will I offer burnt offerings unto the Lord my God of that which doth cost me nothing. So David bought the threshing floor and the oxen for 50 shekels of silver. And David built there an altar unto the Lord, and offered burnt offerings and peace offerings. So the Lord was entreated for the land, and the plague was stayed from Israel. End of second book of Samuel.
You signed up for that.
What the fuck?
Why are you acting like you didn't pick that?
Yeah, you're not a hero for making this stupid offering. But what I'm pissed about is, one, we got David's last words. They weren't his last words.
That's true. That was a long time ago.
He's still fucking alive. That's the end. That's the end of 2 Samuel.
Oh, damn it.
David's still kicking around, still making dumb decisions, plaguing his people. We never got Zombie Samuel again.
No, just the once.
Which is a bummer. But I'm happy we're done. We're starting a whole new book of the Bible next time.
Yep.
I mean, I wish David was dead, but maybe he'll die at the beginning of Kings.
They do like to do that,
Yeah, well, he's got to, because this is called Kings is the next one. So, like, if it was just David the whole time, it'd just be called King.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. So I think maybe hopefully we'll get some truncated history in Kings. Like, Samuel was pretty play-by-play.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it stuck really close to David and what was going on with his people. And it was pretty much day-to-day what was happening. I want something in Kings maybe more like Fire and Blood, when George R.R. Martin just wrote, like, a whole history.
Yeah.
Of, like, all the different kings and queens over the time period.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, made it, more interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see. I don't
We'll
know.
see.
I don't know what'll happen.
I am interested to get to Solomon.
I am a little nervous that, like, I've never really heard a whole lot about kings.
Yeah, did you know that there was a book of the Bible called Kings?
No. So I'm a little concerned that there's going to be nothing of interest.
But you've heard
in
of
this.
Solomon, right?
I've heard of Solomon,
Like,
yeah.
maybe he's in here.
Maybe he gets introduced. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I know there was King Solomon's Mines is a novel.
Yeah.
I know the Song of Solomon, I think, is another novel.
Is this all Solomon from the Bible? Is this
I'm
retellings?
guessing. Usually
I don't know.
everything's from the Bible. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll find out.
I guess we'll find out next time on the Bible Dumb Podcast.
Stay dumb.
Stay dumb, everybody. Bye.